Hello there and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a few modifications to the bike before our trip next week. Only a small little one. We're going to be changing the air filters. We've bought some K&N air filters to be fitted onto the motorbikes. Both bikes are going to have the same air filters. So this video is just going to show you a little bit how to change the filters. It's not a difficult job at all. Only thing we have to do, which is a bit different to some of the other models, is due to the fact that we've got the tank lock ring on the bike. So there's going to be a few little screws, or bolts I should say, that are going to be removed in order to get to those. I'll show you the tools that we're going to be using, also the process of it. I'll also show you the filters that we're going to be fitting. So the parts we're going to be using in order to change this air filter is going to be a T25 for the main bolts. That'll be the actual torque unit you're going to be using most of the time to undo the cowlings on most bikes without a tank lock. However, because we've got the Givy tank lock rings on them, we're going to be using a 3mm Allen key as well for that. So in order to get to the air filter, it's actually located just underneath this plastic trim here. There's going to be two little torques here, which is one down in there as you can see, which is a T25, a second T25 to the right hand side, and as I said, because we've got this tank lock ring on, I have to remove these four here. So let's get. So in order to get to the front two T25s, it might be beneficial to have a right angled torque unit or a little ratchet. All the tools that I'm going to be showing you I always carry on the bike at all times when I go out on trips. So that's going to be for the actual main BMW side. We've also got a simple Allen key. This is a 3mm, and that's going to be used for the little tank lock ring here. Okay, so we're just going to rotate these around and undo these a moment. So what we're going to do, lift that out and the screws just come out, and just gently place that down onto the top there. So that's this section loose off. The other bikes, when you get your factory one, will just have the replacement bolts in. This makes that a little bit easier, but for ease, we're just going to be undoing these T25s down on the front here. Loosen those both off. Okay, so that's one off in that section. I'm just going to undo this second one here. Okay, so that's the two screws done, and all you're going to do is get the top of it and give it a little shake and a pull, and that comes off. That exposes four little plastic spring clips, or three spring clips, the two screws that you've just removed, one from there and one from there. Put that down on there just in case we drop it. Okay, so this is the little section you need to get to. Okay, quite nice and simple. This little pipe here, which is a breather pipe for the tank I believe, you're just going to tuck that up over the way, and then we've got a small little latch here. Push that in and you should be able to then just pull the air filter up. That exposes your paper air filter, and there's the air intake just there. Okay, so this is the air filter that we're going to be using, and it's going to be a replacement part. It should be a direct replacement part. Part number from K&N is Bmw F900GS Air. So that's a K&N lifetime high flow air filter. We've purchased this online. I'm not sure where exactly my son managed to get the two from, but I'll put the link in the description, including the cost on these ones. So we've opened the air filter up. We're just going to have a quick look at this. Take this out of the box. So this is our replacement air filter. It's only going to actually fit in one way, the same way as the shape of it comes out of the other one there. So as you can see, a lot better quality than the standard paper filters. Washable, fully washable. So with a lifetime guarantee. So what we'll do is we'll unpack this and get this fitted into the frame. So this is the air filter out of the packet. It comes pre-oiled. There's a small amount of oil on the actual filter itself. It's not lagged in oil, but you can definitely feel it, and you can see a slight shine on the actual filter there where the oil's on it. So with our standard housing here, which accepts the main BMW one, as you can see, it's just a paper filter. This has just come back from service, believe it or not, and part of BMW's service is they don't replace the filter on the yearly service. I think they said, if I remember right, and please quote me if I'm wrong on this, it was a 12,000 mile filter. I would beg to differ, especially with the amount of dusty tracks we're going to be doing, and when we did it on in Spain last time, I've actually taken this out and given it a good blow through to make sure it was clean before we started going, or certainly after we came back. So that's going to sit back onto one side, and then our new filter is going to sit inside the housing like so. Let's just push that in there. So that's going to sit just back into that housing, a direct replacement, direct fit, and we're going to put that back into the bike. Again, just make sure the little 3 circles are all lined up. That's going to sit like that. Simply just pushes down. You hear that click and a lock. The little pipe here is just going to sit back in its recess, and then we're going to put it all back together in reverse. So we just need our simple little plastic cowling. Sits on. A few little clicks on like that, and that's that sat on. What we're going to be doing, I need to just put tank lock ring back on, which is just simply going to line up like so. We'll nip those up in a moment, and then we've just got our 2 little screws to the left and the right. So that's the simple little tutorial, how to change the air filters, the part numbers for the K&N air filters. I'll put the link in the description of where my son purchased them from, just down below. Hope you like this little video, and if you like this, please like and subscribe for more.